Hello everyone, it's Katrina from the Alluring Bead Boutique. Today I am going to be showing you guys some variations on twisted tubular herringbone that I just recently learned myself. Along the way, when I was working on the first parts of these videos, I decided that I really liked this color combination, and I have since turned it into a bracelet. But I just wanted to give you a quick introduction into what we're going to be learning. We will start out by creating, obviously, a ladder base. I use crystals in mine. You can use whatever you want. I'm going to show you guys how to get started on tubular herringbone. Then we're going to go ahead and twist it just like I've done in my previous bead stitching basics video, and show you how to do the twist with a slightly different step up than what I had known before, so I was done it a little differently on the step up this time. And then I'm going to take you guys into this extreme twist, which is a totally different approach to making a twist, and makes a twist really fast and really pronounced, which I've done here in the center of this beadwork, and then also here on the center of this focal section, and then on this section here. As you probably know already, but if you don't, let me tell you now. Anytime that you are going to do herringbone stitch, whether it's in a flat work, as this is looking right now, or such as in this bracelet here, you're going to start with a ladder bead base. I like to start with a 2-bead high ladder base just because it's very elegant and it gives a nice look to the end of your project. You can do it any way you want. What I've done here is I have ladder stitched together 2 sets of beads 6 times. So when I started, I picked up 4, went back through the bottom 2, came down through the next 2, added 2 more, added 2 more, added 2 more, and added 2 more, till I have 6 rows across, 2 beads high. So the next thing we're going to have to do is form this into a tube. My thread is exiting the bottom of set 6. My tail thread is coming out of the bottom of set 1. I'm going to take my needle and pass it back up through set 1 and pull my beads around into a little tube shape. You could fold it like a little horseshoe if it makes it easier, which it helps me, so that's what I do. In essence, all we did was create a thread bridge at from between the bottom of set 6 and the bottom of set 1. Now we need to put a bridge at the top of these 2 sets. So come back down through your last set from top to bottom. Pull the thread through. So now we have our 2 thread bridges, but I want to go back up into set 1 so I can start at the very beginning. So we're going to go back up through the 2 beads of set 1. Pull the thread through. Just like this. Now, we have our cute little tube shape. And it's a little flimsy at first because, you really don't have much work supporting it. But it has 6, sets of beads all the way around the circle. Just like that. And we are coming out of the top of set 1. So when you're doing herringbone, you usually pick up 2. You go down through the very next bead, just 1, and then you go up through the next one before you pick up more beads. For this particular project, or this class, I'm going to use my beads so that you can really see the twist in the work. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to pick up my first color of beads. And these are just some kind of like dark topaz rainbow or a root beer brown. So I'm going to pick up 2 beads, and I'm going to pass down through that top crystal, the next one. I sew to the left because I'm left-handed. You might be sewing to the right. So now I'm coming out of that second crystal there. I'm going to go up through the top crystal in the next set, just like that. Pull my thread through. And now we're going to pick up some more beads. So I'm going to put one stripe of yellow between my two colors here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up one yellow bead, and then I'm going to pick up a green bead, just like that. I'm going to pass down through the top crystal that's on the next set, right here. Pull those beads in until they sit on top of the crystals. Roll your work if it's easier, and then I'm going to come up through that next crystal. Just like that. And now here I'm going to pick up my green first, and then my yellow. And I'm going to come down through the next crystal, which is the top one of set 6, just like that. I'm going to pull those beads in. And now, when I step up through this next crystal, I also have to step up through that little topaz bead there at the top. So in essence, I'm stepping up 2. I'm going to pull it through. So we've just completed our first round of tubular herringbone. And what we're going to do is we're going to repeat that exact round 4 more times for a set of 5 rows of straight tubular herringbone. So let's go ahead and we'll pick up 2 of our color A. We're going to pass down 1, which is obviously the second topaz piece of that column. Pull those beads in. Make sure they're positioned and look, sitting on top of each other like that. Then when we roll our work around, we're going to step up 1, which is going to be the yellow bead on the second column. We're going to pick up yellow and green, or color B and C, and pass down that next bead. And we're going to pass up into the top bead of our next column. Because we started with 6 rows of ladder, that provides us with 3 rows of herringbone. So now we're going to pick up color C and color B. So green and then yellow. And pass down that next bead, which is yellow. Position the beads, and we're going to step up through this the bead that's right beside the one we're exiting, plus the bead above it, because we're back at the beginning of our next row. So we're stepping up 2, just like that. And as the work grows, it will become less fidgety for you to work with. So what I'm going to do is I am going to do 3 more rows, just like I've been doing.